How's it going, guys? I wanted to share a habit that's made a big impact on my life lately. Um, it's something that I've practiced before, but for whatever reason, I just stopped doing it. I don't know. I don't know why. Um, but maybe I can gain some insight into why as I'm talking about this. But basically, it's eating mindfully. Eating mindfully and eating without any distractions. Um, it's made a huge difference because um, I think for the last like 2 to 3 years, I've been kind of like I don't know if it's stress eating or emotional eating. There probably was some of that, but for whatever reason, I was like extremely like hell bent, for a lack of a better term, on like watching YouTube while eating. Um, and I guess I sort of had this mentality of like oh, like there's worse things I could be doing. There's worse habits I could have, like I don't know, playing video games while eating. So for some reason I just like justified it, or when I was like really exhausted, I'm like, well, I kind of like need YouTube to get through this moment. So and I'm hungry, so I might as well just do both at the same time. But there's something there's something really powerful about mindful eating. And I remember like right before I started to do it, I was having uh I was having like digestion issues and feeling bloated and stuff. And also like in the past few years I've been kind of obsessing about my calories and feeling like I'd never had enough energy. And in the past, I did mindful eating for a while, but for some reason I just couldn't figure out whether I was hungry still or not. So I just got frustrated with it, and I would just kind of like eat until I was kind of stuffed. Um and then I knew I wasn't hungry for sure. I knew I definitely wasn't hungry, but it kind of has the opposite effect of overeating and stuffing yourself and making you feel like crap. So something clicked where I was just like, I'm gonna start eating mindfully all the time now, and like consciously choose to close the laptop, put down the phone, and just focus on eating when I'm eating. Um, and I don't know, I feel so much better, like in general, not just digestion wise, and not just like eating habits and understanding how much I need to eat, but just in general. There's something meditative and spiritual about it. Um, So I highly recommend that. I also have been doing other things. So it could be like a mix of things that have all helped, but I have a strong feeling that that was like one of the big things that helped. Another thing I've been doing is eating fermented foods in small quantities throughout the day before meals, and then having banana resistant starch before bed, which a nutritionist recommended that I do. Um, so that's like a specific thing, but I remember just like right after I started the mindful eating, it like made a huge difference. And I feel like doing the opposite, doing what I was doing before, was like super destructive and kind of like could easily snowball me in the wrong direction as far as like the quality of my day. So like, I just had this like nervous anxiety around like, oh, I'm gonna be hungry if I don't eat enough, so then I would just stuff myself. And then I'd be like, oh, great. Well, I'm good for like 5 hours now. But I mean, that's true, but I feel like crap for a while. And getting rid of that habit has really like calmed things down and made things more, I don't know, just made things a lot better. Meditation in conjunction with this works well too, because the mindful eating brings like more mindfulness to your meals, to your life. And like I've heard people say or speculate that like, if you eat nervously, you're like, you're bringing nervousness into your body, which may be true. And like if you don't like chew properly, and if you eat too quickly, you'll like swallow air and cause gas and indigestion and stuff. So there's definitely something to that too. But I think just the act of mindful eating is really, really nice. And like I think it's a simple habit that you can incorporate, and it kind of like brings some structure to your day. Like imagine you're having a bad day, and then you get to lunchtime and you're like, well, I practice mindful eating, so we're gonna focus on the food and nothing else, and we're gonna eat properly and slowly. And I mean, I guess enjoying the food is part of it, but a lot of times I just scarf my food down. I don't really, not that I don't enjoy my food, but like I kind of eat because I have to, honestly, and I eat kind of repetitively because I like to keep things simple, and I like to make things easy, because I feel like the more complicated I make my meals, if I'm stressed out or tired or whatever, I'm gonna be more likely to procrastinate making them, or more likely to skip meals. So I like to have the same meal kind of repetitively, or like maybe have like one or two breakfast meals that I make, or like 2 to 3 lunch, 2 to 3 dinner, with some variations here and there. But typically it's like the same idea. Um, just because it makes things so much simpler, and eating is kind of like, sometimes it's kind of like a chore a little bit. It's probably not healthy to say, but the mindful eating has definitely made a huge difference. Um, so that's it. I think I said everything I wanted to say. Try that out, and I wish you the best. Take care.